Guess I got another project for you. That time of the year again. First snow. I'm always excited. But after about a week, I'm like, piss off, you stupid white cocaine. Not a great fan of that stuff. Bye bye. Anywho, so in the past 2 years, I've used my ATV to mostly or kind of work around the building. I also have a home-built snowplow on that thing. If I recall, I think I did make some video about it. So I built this thing out of those Soviet gas cylinders. Kind of cut the thing in the middle and just welded them together. This works pretty good, but sometimes I'm not here every day. Actually, I'm like 50-50. Half of the week I'm here and the other half I'm not. So sometimes we get those occasional snowstorms and well, we got snow like up to this point. Clearly the ATV is not man enough for that amount of snow. Usually by that time I need to pull up the Soviet tractor in order to plow the roads. But plowing with that thing, I mean, it's fun and all, but there is very little control. Sometimes the plow will just undercut, and instead of plowing snow, I'm plowing topsoil away. I'm gonna try to address that problem as well. Also the maneuverability. The maneuverability of the Soviet tractor. It's just crap, man. The turning radius, it's like 2.5 miles. It just kind of sucks. Last year I did tell you guys that I wanna use this thing to plow snow, especially around the house. If I'm being honest with you guys, out of all the equipment I have, this is by far my favorite tool. Most likely I'm gonna get a slightly bigger Bobcat, or if I can get some Japanese model, gonna go with that. I'm not really sure what year it's right now, but some time ago I did install brand new tires on the thing, and these chains, they're just kind of on the machine always. I think they've been on it for like 11 months now, and I was kind of amazed how well it handles snow. So I wanted to use the Bobcat and that plow to do the plowing thing. I think this is the perfect size plow for it. Maybe it's a bit too wide, I mean, maybe. But I think this thing should manage. I mean, if it doesn't, then just we can always call Joseph. Currently though, I'm not sure of what type of design I'm gonna go with. Maybe I'll use something from Google, or just kind of cook something up in my head. I'm kind of thinking if I'm gonna remove the 3-point hitch set up there, or is it just gonna keep it just in case. And I also want to make sure that the thing is tiltable. Currently I'm not sure if I can make it tiltable with a hydraulic cylinder, because this Bobcat auxiliary hydraulics, they do not work. And I'm gonna address that issue once I start doing the Yanmar service on it. Just gonna go over it like I did with the hoe. So looking for that project. No. Anyway, guys, so I had to get some steel for the snowplow project, but I also made a minor detour, and I got some stuff. Don't be shocked. So what's behind door number 2? With a practical joke there. So we got some steel and a crap ton of hydraulic hoses. All shapes and sizes, guys. Different lengths, different threads. Anything from as tiny as this to something like this. I mean, I even backed the freaking car full. Completely just floored it. I know, I'm a moron. Stupid ass moron. Yeah, you do that thing. So guys, I'm not really sure if this thing was worth it. Well, it's either genius, total jackpot, or I just hauled here a bunch of junk. Bunch of useless junk. The hoses, they're all brand new. They have never been used. They even have dates on them, like when they were manufactured. So this one was manufactured in 2020. 2018, and I think I saw some of them which were 2021, so some of them are only 2 years old. I am 100% sure though that I will never be able to use them up unless I maybe started building, I don't know, log splitters 24/7. So hydraulic hoses usually last quite long, but they're not like indestructible. They will eventually fail even if you don't use them. The rubber, man, it will just degrade over time, but you can extend the life period by properly storing them. I think it was up to 10 years, at least SAE standard. I recall that those were up to 10 years if properly stored. By the way, I only took like a small portion. So there were these huge boxes, plywood boxes. There were a total of 5 of them, and they were just completely filled. I did not even manage to empty one of them. I just couldn't fit any more on the car. But as of right now, there's at least 4 more. 4 times more what we have here. I'm not gonna go and pick up more. Yeah, I'm never gonna use them up 100%, so don't need any more. But I think it's still a good thing that I did. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. A lot of different sizes and lengths, and some of them are tilted. Some even have fittings on them, which is a huge plus. So this is 45 degrees. Even if I need one, then it was worth it. Usually when I order a hydraulic hose, it costs around maybe $50 something. Well, I had to drive about 400 miles to pick this lot up. So I used maybe like $60 worth of fuel to get this pile. So even if I need one of them someday, it was worth it. I'm gonna go with that. It was worth it. But I still kind of well, I can't leave them here. The building corner is kind of occupied right now, so we gotta pack them up somehow. I'm thinking let's make a box. Hopefully the heater will melt the snow overnight, and I gotta store the box somewhere where it will not rot away. So before we continue the plow job, oh, the plow is there. So before we continue the plow thing, let's make the box thing somewhere here. What do you think, guys? Let's watch some snow melt. You guys have always told me that you would even watch paint dry with me. Personally, that makes no sense. But I'm not judging, so kudos. We seem to have lost power. At least that thing is still kicking at it with my battery set up. No power, no problem. Yeah, I had to cut the feed, sadly. The power, it did not come back. About 6 hours. So all my batteries just, they ran dry. Seems like all the snow is gone now. A little bit of wetness left, but it's not bad. Not bad setup this. Let's just make a quick box. Nice coffin. Now, if my math is accurate, then this lot should nicely fit in the box. Usually though, that's not the case. Man, it's not gonna fit. Why do I even bother? I need to close this. This can't stay open like so. Bunch of mice will get in there and will host a orgy or something. This is like a beach house. Great place to host parties. Should be rat proof. One of you guys called me up and offered this box. Out of curiosity though, I did check it up. How much this thing actually costs? Maybe you guys will be shocked. 400 or 500. Brand new. And this is a bit broken here and there, but I personally would never pay that amount of money for a box like this. Can build half a cabin with that amount of money. Whoever gave me this box, kudos. Totally solved my problem right here. Kinda tight fit. Definitely can turn the thing inside the shop. But I don't think it's that heavy, it's just this point. It's very much tiltness going on here. I do have an idea, and I think it might work. Bridge building 101, guys. Profit. Bro, the gear of us, man. Got my own personal skyscraper. I can almost reach the power line. So much power. Higher, further, faster, baby. You know what? I should probably not stay here for very long. This place, it has bad aura. It's just so much death here. I should probably drag that thing here as well, because it kind of fits into this situation, sort of. So that thing is currently dead. Have not checked on it, what's what. And then this thing, it's just kind of went kabuki. Guess what happened, guys? It has something to do with under garage, right side, from the operator's perspective. So what's up? What happened? How about I will give you a hint? But it's probably safe to say that thing is just gone, man. Total kabuki. And it just suddenly went. I'm not sure when I will try to fix it. I don't need a hoe right now, but definitely need to fix it. And most likely it will be a very expensive fix. I think a new final drive was about 3 grand with shipping and taxes. So yeah. Sucks. Man, I told you this place is freaking dead. Looks fine. But anyway, guys, enough of sidetracking. Need to finish that snowplow. This is not an option. It's not a choice even. It's not good. Not great. Yeah, I'm gonna go with not good. Now, I've been meaning to replace these floorboards out. Actually, I want to buy some steel something that will let air pass through. Haven't got around it yet. I knew there was a weak spot in the center here, but just ignored it. That's what I get for being lazy. You can chuck it from this end, it will put more pressure on that end. It might climb out, but then again it might go deeper. Now it doesn't fit actually into the tunnel of love down there, but it can really get stuck. You know what? I have an idea. I also have a backup plan. The backup plan is very simple, but kind of rough. The tank rope and Joseph. Hopefully it will not come to that. Better not catching fire, man. Sketchiness level 5 million. Birch should last a day or two. Maybe even 3. So guys, if you need your skid steer to be removed from the grease pit, call this guy. Perhaps I might even pick up. Should probably leave this thing on here. Backup solution. So far in this video, I have done absolutely everything except what the title is about. So let's start building that stupid plow. Hopefully no more hiccups. About the design though, I did look up a bunch of snowplows, and I think I'm just gonna do it in my normal fashion. Just sort of pick it up as I go along, and spans mode. So let's start off from this end and move towards that end. Hopefully succeed. So generally, I don't really trust my MIG welding abilities. So maybe sometimes I do okay, but most of the times it's just... When I'm welding with the stick though... man, get lost, slag! I mean, that's something I can trust. This little caddy, man. This is the best welder I've ever had, hands down. Arc 15-1. My little buddy. Here's another shop tool that I would absolutely recommend in a workshop. This is by far my favorite tool. Minimal sparks, no stupid smoke, and leaves a really fine finish. Smooth as pie. Plus the blades, man, they... Well, as long as you don't cut unnecessary stuff. Hardened steel, cast iron, really rusty steel, concrete. You leave all that out. These blades last for years. However, it does have two downsides. It makes a tremendous amount of noise. This is a must. And the chips, man, they're quite big. And sometimes they go beyond light speed. This is very important. Actually, a full face cover would be better. I just mostly close my eyes when I'm cutting with this thing. Why is it that whenever I need a piece, that piece is somewhere in the bottom? Kind of sketchy situation. Looks like mild steel, but maybe it's some type of armored plating again. That felt pretty mild. Mild piece of crap. Always gotta fill them blood holes. Anyway, I should probably take a little break before I die or something. Yeah, definitely die. Well, at least the cabin is nice and cozy. Come on, camera. Let's go. Stop being useless. It seems like a pretty good fit. Need a couple of lockers now. Something. By the way, I've always wondered. Sometimes when I order steel, it's like red. It's like painted red. I think it's some sort of primer, but most of the time it's like this, but sometimes it's like that. I'm just too lazy to Google. You guys can. You guys are like my Wikipedia. Oh man, that is so loud. Even with ear protection, it's painful. I don't know, man, it's somewhere there, I reckon. Now feeling this. Yeah, missing a teeth there. Doesn't look that great. I always wondered, is it worth trying to resharpen these, considering they're like $3, $3 to $5. I don't think they're worth resharpening, but beeswax. Gonna try. Let's see what happens. Complete hack job of resharpen. Betting this will not work. Still sucks. Man, this takes forever. What? Why? Brand new hole saw. Can't cut for crap. That takes care of the probably most hardest part of this build, the mounting plate. Now we can just iterate the design from here. And almost 10 hours. Didn't really get far, only about this much. But maybe it will go faster from this point forward. So my idea is right now to extend this frame out, weld it up from 3 points. So the plow mount will be somewhere, I don't know, here. More welding, yes. So I've been kind of brainstorming here for a while now, and it's really annoying, I can't decide. Been thinking between 2 different designs. Either go with this setup where I have this centerpiece here and then a couple of side supports, or skip the centerpiece altogether and just weld the side supports. Initially I did not plan to go with the center stock, but I think I'm gonna add one. Always changing my ideas. That's the only sucky part about winging everything. When you reach a point where you need to decide something, then it's gonna take like 3 hours to decide. And whatever I decide, usually in the end, it's gonna suck anyway, so. So the idea is to add these 2 mounting plates. Then I will do a separate frame for the plow itself, because I did decide that I wanna make the plow removable. So if for some reason this thing breaks down, I can just remove the plow and hook it up to the Soviet tractor and I can continue plowing. So I wanna keep that option open. But anyway, these 2 bushings, I guess, would be mounted to the secondary frame. So this here, that there somewhere, then these bushings somewhere here, and finally the pin. The pin will not spin. These will spin. I think that's doable. And once all that crap is finished, I'm gonna try to figure out where to put the cylinder. It's either gonna come somewhere here or somewhere there. Only 2 options. Or I could also do a double cylinder setup. But I think I'm just gonna try to get like a thicker hydraulic ram, something short, so I could get away with 1 cylinder. I don't think I will need to. Would be cool though. Put like 5 pistons on this side, 10 here. Best idea ever. Just gotta make sure I have some room for the bushing. Kurat, on sita käkk, no ma ei saa aru, see ei tööta üldse. Prügikasti visata see jama. I thought about making these parts myself. Out of convenience though, I decided to buy these parts. But these 4 parts, guys, 120 euros. Definitely too much. How many sets you think I would be able to make if I bought all the materials and just made these myself? So I could make this on a lathe, same deal. And that's just some flat bar there. I'm guessing maybe like 20 sets, but then again, what am I gonna do with 20 sets? I just need the one. This is gonna be such a beefcake plow. I think Kirovis would be happy to have something like this. This Bobcat might just die of excitement. It's gonna be so overkill. I do believe this part is almost finished. Only thing that's missing is the cylinder connection, but I don't know where that's gonna be right now, so I'm gonna do that later. Next up, let's do the secondary frame, which will eventually connect the plow. Well, the secondary frame will be sitting on that pin, and then the plow will connect to that thing. Yeah. I'm gonna start off with breaching the gap between the main bushings. So I think it would be great if no dirt would get in this area, and maybe I can add a grease option as well. So I will lock the pin somehow, and this thing will be doing the turning part, but there isn't much room here, so I have to make the connection very strong. We're just kind of weld this thing here. Turn this way, turn that way. The pin though, it should not spin. By the way guys, that thing there, the diesel heater that Vevor sent me, man, that thing is great. Absolutely love it. It's been running for an entire day now, and I think I've only used about 5 liters of diesel. I only run it on manual mode and level 5, so that's like half power. Currently outside it's minus 18. It's very cold, and I'm not even outside. It's very goldish right now. You know, when the snow is shining like that, usually that means it's kind of gold. So outside temperature minus 18. Here I have a cozy +7. I could probably get a bit more if I turned up the power, but man, 7, it's perfect. I don't feel cold while I'm working inside the shop. I just think that if I turned up the power, it's just gonna get too hot and I may need to remove some I mean, let's face it, nobody wants to see a dude welding a snowplow in his underpants. Just pure nightmare fuel, that. But anyway, next up I need to make that section of a frame. Can't quite finalize the cut for some reason. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you telling me this blade is busted? I thought this was good. This thing was like $150. If that's the case, I'm super disappointed. Even the original blade lasted longer. Technically it should work, but I think this part came a bit too long. Should be slightly shorter. But then again, maybe it's not a big deal. I mean, that's a lot of turn. Definitely overkill. Don't need that much. I'm guessing from somewhere here to there would be more than enough. This is definitely too much. You know what, guys? I think this is good enough. Currently I can't think of anything that I should do before I just melt everything together. The Bobcat is currently not sitting on its lowest position, so I can go a bit further. Plus I can tilt it, so that's not a problem. Later I'm gonna try to figure out something to do with the cutting edge. Obviously don't want this type of setup. This will cut into the ground, but we'll fix that later. I have some ideas. But for now, let's just kind of mend everything together. Want some really decent welds here. I don't want anything to break. So I'm gonna go with the stick. Then I can be sure that I get good penetration. And it's gonna last forever. I hope. What a hunk of concrete, man. Sorry, steel. Force of habit. This thing is definitely way overkill. Yep. You know, overall, I think pretty good, but there are some wheels that I'm not gonna show you guys, which kind of look like poop. But overall, things should hold. You know what? That pin, let's make it greasable. At least I'm gonna dry. Why not, right? Probably the most best idea would be to just bore a hole into the pin itself and add the fitting up here. It would be mostly out of harm's way that way. Alternatively, I could drill a hole there somewhere, connect it up to that bit, and it would also work. But it would look way cooler if it's up here. So let's do that. Got one of those really long drill bits. Quick question though. Why does it cost like 7 or 8 times more than this drill bit? It's only like 1, 2 and something longer. But why is it 7 times more expensive? You know, my little monkey brain can't comprehend that logic. I don't get it. Maybe I shouldn't use oil. The chips, they're not coming out, they're gonna get stuck in there. Yeah, this looks so weird to me. Seeing the drill bit stand still and whatever I'm drilling doing the spinning thing. It's just so, I don't know, seems kind of weird. But anyway, this is probably gonna take some time. I don't want to rush this because I'm pretty sure the drill will just break if I pushed it too hard. Those chips are not coming out. Thinking I should not use oil. Probably what's binding them up, but I'm not sure. Scheisse. Did not want that to happen. It just kind of happened so fast. I don't really like these cobalt drill bits. They just snap so easily. Guess it's fine. Oh, there we go. Okay, well, anyway, next up, plow goes there. So there's not really much left to do. Just gotta hook that thing up with that thing. Been thinking about what type of setup to use. Because I told you guys, I don't wanna cut these off. My idea was that I'm just gonna buy more of these thick plates. I guess like mounting plates, you would call them. But I would need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7. That's almost $100, man. You could use this, no problem. But man, cutting holes in them blades. You kind of saw how that played out. Man, I don't think these types of hole saws, they're really meant for thick material. Sometimes I have to flip the blade to finish the cut from the other side. But for some reason, this didn't cut at all, so I need a better solution for cutting thick material. This is junk. I have an idea. The Vevor corner, it gave me an idea. Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly email those guys at Vevor. Maybe they have something to send me. Thick plate, please send help. Smiley face. Okay. Gotta wait a moment. Ah, there we go. So Vevor replied, "Do not worry, help is on the way." Get a lot of that. Here, boy, come to Papa. Man, I gotta be dripping. Why is there an I-beam there? Gotta stop drinking that liquid weed twice per day. Gotta tone it down a bit. Maybe once per day. Check this box out, guys. I cannot do this. It's not just some stupid box. Wow. Man, it even has plywood. What? Gotta use a delicate weapon for this. Man, check the thickness of the cardboard out. Wow. I'm not sure if I'm more impressed about the drill in there or the box. Or the box it came in with. That is great packaging right there. Rated for airdrop. Straight for Morbid. So Vevor offered to send me a Mac drill. No, these things even existed until I saw a video. A video Andrew posted when he was, I think, building his container castle. And he used a Mac drill there to drill a bunch of holes, I guess. Man, they're really expensive overall. But this model, I think it's, what, something like 300 or 400 bucks. So it's pretty affordable. If I went to a local hardware store to buy a Mac drill, cheapest option would probably be somewhere in the 700 up to $1,000 area. So this is pretty on the low end, price wise. It's really heavy though. So guys, what comes in the box? You may wonder, while not asking. Obviously the drill itself. Attention, wear safety belt when working at heights. How nice of them. EU blog. But it also comes in American blog, I think, and UK adapter. Then we have the handles, which do not screw on there because the thread is screwed. Well, that was pretty interesting. Addition to the drill, we also have the lifeline, the tightener for this thing. Drill bit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. This is the adapter. You mount this to that. Bunch of Allen keys that I will never use. No idea. Oh, and let's not forget the fuel tank. So I'm guessing it connects to that. So it would directly feed oil into that drill housing. Here's the complete list of things. Maybe we need a fuel pump. Maybe this oil is too thick. Now you can do normal drilling with this. You just need to install the adapter, lock it in there, and then you can install this thing. But in order to use the cores, you don't need this part. You just install the core in there. Apparently this needle thing goes into the center like so. And that's pretty much all the setup, guys. Literally took me like a minute to set it up. Magnet. Holy man. That magnet is pretty strong. I don't see any opening there for the oil to come out. Unless it's a spring opening. Oh, I think I know what's going on, guys. So that's a spring-loaded plate there, and once you start drilling, the core will push that plate in, and then you will have oil flow. But if you're not drilling, then it will stay shut. Okay, so when I push the core down, it should start draining. Bro, that's pure genius. I would have never thought about that. So when I pull the drill bit up, it also closes that valve there inside the hub, and it will not drain out. Pure genius, chat. Wow. I think I have a new favorite tool. This was just pure awesomeness. Not gonna lie, man. This is so much better than that stupid drill press with the hole saw. So much better. Wow. Why did I not get this before? 3 cheers for Vevor, guys. But anyway, enough of spooning. Let's make those plates. Drill a bunch of holes. Do a bunch of welding. And then we should be finished. Oh, and paint job as well. I need that. That is probably the most important part. You know, another great thing about this drill, guys, you don't need a bunch hole. Just start the magnet and you're good to go. The thing will not move. Not sure, guys. Kinda went halfway there and then just decided to stop drilling. It goes like halfway and then just stops. You can't even drill one hole. What is happening? I don't know what to tell you, guys. It doesn't want to got that steel. So this is some, I don't know, old type, really old steel blade from Soviet Union times. And this is what I bought recently. So I'm gonna make my mounting blades out of this steel. I think I have one piece more here somewhere. This is a mystery right now. Maybe you guys have some ideas. I don't know. That thing drilled this steel like it was nothing. When I was earlier using the hole saw, it was also unable to drill through this. So maybe it's not mild steel. When I ordered it, I did not request for some hardened stuff. But maybe the steel yard messed up. I don't know, it's possible. Kind of crooks right now. Gotta rise this end up slightly. That will do. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I want to use this thing as the support. You know, I could even add 2 of them on each side. The support brackets, I mean. And if I want to tilt the plow the other way, I can just take this to the other side. Maybe then I don't even need a cylinder. Something's up with the lights. The power company, it's doing that disco thing. Wow. That's amazing. That is utterly amazing. Yeah, I checked the phases. For some reason, two of the phases have like 130 volts, but the third phase is good. So I'm kinda living off one phase right now. Yeah, and I can still use the welder on that one phase that is good. Yeah, you can even make existing holes bigger with that thing. You don't need to change out the bit. You just need to add your own coolant. Because the coolant doesn't flow if the core is not pushed in. What do you think, guys? Is this tilt enough? I do have some adjustment ability there, so I can... But I guess we'll see when the testing will commence. You know what? I'm thinking let's use that hole again. Very convenient to have these holes already pre-drilled for me. Just gotta line everything up. Dude, this thing got steel like, well, like pancakes. Oh. Guess we lost our last phase. What a bummer. Oh, never mind, it came back. But we're still having issues. Yeah, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. That does not work. Okay, we're still good on one of the phases. But I'm pretty sure this cutoff saw, it's on a different phase. It's not building up speed. So we're still low voltage. The weird thing is that it's been going on for several hours now. It probably has something to do with this stuff. So I'm no expert, but cocaine everywhere. 25 centimeters on the roof. You know, the trees kind of get heavy from the snow and they just break and fall on the power lines. Yes! Made it. Still have some power left. Oh, there's one more thing. Crap. Totally forgot. There's one more thing to do. So the cutting edge of the plow, guys, this will definitely cut into the ground and it will rip that topsoil apart. There are several designs how to counter this. I could install something on the side, like I did install on my ATV snowplow. So this is the limiter for the cutting edge. It makes sure that the cutting edge does not drive into the ground. And this setup, it does work like 80% of the time. The other 20%, it kind of sucks. This type of limiter is really good when you're pushing, like, I don't know, parking lots or something. Something that has a flat ground. For me though, the ground is not flat. It kind of goes all over the place. So occasionally the corners will drive into the ground and will mess up the topsoil. So I'm not gonna do the same setup like this on the bigger plow. So a buddy of mine from Sweden suggested the idea to weld a pipe under the cutting edge. I think that's a great idea. I'm gonna go with that. But instead of a pipe, I'm just gonna use a round stock, solid material. This will take forever to wear away. Currently trying to find where I can get that one face to work. That's not it. Guys, I got a tip for you here. Whenever these bigger blades, they wear down, and if they fit the smaller grinder, you can just install them on that. It doesn't really matter because the dip speed, it will be the same. Now, if you install the big wheel on the small grinder, then the dip speed will be insane. And most probably that disc will just explode. But if the big disc gets small enough so it would fit the smaller grinder, then it should be good. I did not come up with this by myself. This was recommended to me by an experienced welder. Guy is like 76 years old, so I guess he knows what he's talking about. If you're 76, work in the welding business, still alive, no cancer or missing limbs or something, then you know what you're talking about.
I think this will be extremely overkill cutting edge. Or would we call this a smoothing edge?
But anyway, I think let's go test this thing out. Guess we lost power again. Whatever, man. I'm finished. Don't give a crap. Now one thing that I probably still need to do is like add some bushings or some simple pipe. Right now the thing can swing left and right, but maybe it's not a problem. So far it's working great. You know, I want to make this parking area a bit wider, but I'm not sure if I should make it there or just do this a bit wider. You know, I'm betting people will just get stuck there because of the grade. So I'm just yeah, let's just make this a bit wider. Definitely need to install that cylinder here 100%. It would be so helpful if I could sometimes put the plow straight in order to just push the snow away. Let's go push some more snow. Need a pathway to that building, need a pathway to the food crap there, cabin, sauna. Oh, never mind, I already did the sauna. And tractor shed. There's one thing I love about this setup. The maneuverability of the Bobcat. It's just on another level. Thing can turn on a dime, unlike the Soviet tractor. Culprit. Shouldn't have used that. It just dug up so much dirt. Not cool, bro. This is so much better. Wow, I can actually walk around the house now. I just check the size difference. What is even going on? Man, that's like a toy. I would love to build a snowplow for that thing. But the problem with that thing is that it's probably not gonna stop if you hit something. But maybe that's not the issue. Black color is the best color, guys. It just hides all the crap. Nobody wants to see crap, so just paint everything black. Preferably multiple coats. Hope I don't have to remove that ever again. Yeah, I wanna go traditional. My favorite combination is red and black. Usually snowplows are orange. I can go either way. What do you think, guys? Just imagine that hunk of steel there is orange. Would that work? Zero idea. I think red would be better, but what do I know? Man, this paint is like 5 or 6 years old by now. These things will never go bad. Definitely the right choice. I think red would have been too red. That's okay. Guys, don't use these. They will come off when you least expect it, and it will mess everything up. And if you were to use the hydraulics at the same time with one pin out from somewhere, that can really mess up everything. Voila! Looks kinda cute. This seems like a never-ending struggle. Trying to keep the workshop all nice and clean. Guess I just gotta stop building crap like this. Then I don't have to clean anything. But honestly, where would be the fun in that? Anywho, guys. So this took me about 3 days. Only 3 days. Most of the time just went to welding. But yeah, only 3 days. How much do you reckon I spent on this? Okay, so I had the orange piece before, but I remember I paid $200 for it like 8 years ago. Sometimes I do have a good memory. So the steel that I needed for this project, roughly $200. So we're looking at $400 so far. That pin and these two mounting brackets and oh yeah, the bushings, that was $100. So I used up an entire box of electrodes, which is about $19. Pretty irrelevant if you ask me. But let's just kind of sum it up. Welding stuff, $100. So 600 euros. $600 plus 3 days. I think it was worth it. Now I went to this local hardware store and they had a snowplow for a skid steer. The entire plow with the mounting plate was almost 2 grand, slightly less than 2 grand. But that one had a cylinder setup, so the tilting function was controlled by hydraulics. But I'm thinking maybe I could get like a used cylinder or something, maybe 150. And I already have like 1000 hydraulic hoses, so at least one of them is bound to fit here. So even if I added the cylinder, I'm looking at maybe like 700 up to $800 out of pocket. The one in the hardware store, man, that was just so puny. It was made out of some box tubing, maybe like 3 millimeters thick. But this setup, it's literally like Joseph proof. I couldn't break this even if I wanted to. So with that little test that I did today, I can't really think of much that I would like to add to this setup, apart from that cylinder. For a moment there I thought maybe I should add some bushings there, but to be honest, I'm sure it was going left and right, but I think it just doesn't matter. It can go wherever it wants. But guys, if you have some ideas, yeah, throw them down below. Was quite a journey. I enjoyed making this. This was a lot of fun. Gonna wrap it up now. I mean, what else there is to say? See you in the next one. Bye. Man, I need some new clothes. What the hell? Dude. Holy man. This has to be harder than steel. Final test, man. Yeah, it doesn't go at all. What? I'm so confused. Did the steel yard send me harder than steel? It's kind of pointless if I can't work with it. So went through this bit like it was nothing. This is 100% mild. I asked the guy. He told me he's mild. Has to go through this or I'm gonna cry. That's great. I don't have to cry. Man, I think I'm gonna have a blast with this tool. Cutting holes with this thing of the past. Don't need you anymore. Can piss off, maybe.